What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite round team with Uncle Tendencies in the building with Coach Coleman. What's good? The CC show. Coach, what's happening?
What's happening? Super Sunday to you. Hope you've been enjoying Feast Week. Cess, Auntie says nothing but the best in sports and women's college hoops. We had some interesting games on this Sunday fun day, my friends. Some interesting games, and hope everyone out there has just been having a wonderful weekend. A wonderful weekend.
Coach, what games you watched today?
Man, let me go through here. I went back and watched Iowa State, Indiana. I watched the first half of UConn and Xavier, Iowa Fairfield, and I had to go and watch that UCLA Tennessee game. Yeah, those are a few that interest me on today. Man,
Let's talk about the UCLA Tennessee game.
uh-oh.
Let's talk about the UCLA Tennessee game.
Did you hear my uh-oh.
And I'm gonna start at the end of the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna start at the end of the game at the handshake line.
Woo! Whoa. We just gonna go right fast forward to that.
I'm starting
okay.
right there. I'm starting right there because it was a disrespect to basketball.
Right. True.
Now, I'm not gonna go go back and forth with did she shake her hand? Did she not shake her hand? It looked like she shook her hand and snatched away. Whatever it was all it was ugly for basketball. That's just not a part of basketball. What was even more ugly as a fan, as a fan of Tennessee basketball, right? As a person that grew up a fan of Tennessee basketball, that's not something that you would ever see in Tennessee orange, right? You don't see that I would expect that out of Tennessee with the program that Pat built there. And I know this is Kim Caldwell's program now, but shame on you and the coach that was walking behind Janiyah. But I'm not just talking about Janiyah. There were two other players that didn't shake hands either. So it started with the beginning, and I want to say it was Robertson, but maybe I'm wrong. It was a shorter player. I couldn't necessarily see the number. Then it looked like it was Spearman, and then Janiyah. Two totally avoided shaking Corey Close hand. And I'm not a UCLA fan. I'm not a Corey Close fan. I'm not none of that. But I am a fan of women's basketball. In some places that it just ain't no room for stuff. Whatever your situation is, whatever your situation was with Corey Close, whatever that was, I don't even know what that was. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me know. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me know. But it's just no place for that. You wouldn't see that from a South Carolina Gamecock team. I don't think I've ever seen a Gamecock avoid the handshake line. I don't think that's ever acceptable. I just don't know. And if we doing a handshake line, then everybody participate in the handshake line. If there ain't no handshake line, then everybody go to their separate tunnel or whatever.
Yeah, it's right.
But when we start into the locker room and then you have that energy and that just it was disrespectful to the game. it was just disrespectful to the game. So I had to get that off my chest. Yeah, I'll start right there because it just ended ugly. That you were pissed off about the game because the game didn't go how you wanted it to go, but it didn't go how you wanted it to go because y'all didn't do shit to make it go that way. But don't be mad at Corey.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree that's not acceptable, and whatever that should be between you and Corey. Whatever you didn't like, that shouldn't be uh, dealt in public like that. You're at a different program. You're not there, and I'm the kind of coach where I'm actually addressing it. Right, I've done that. I've been in that situation, and I've gone to that player as assistant or a head coach and said, we don't do that. And so that is an instance whether they can be mad with me or not, but that's just something that's unacceptable. So it's funny that you mentioned that, but there has been times where I've had to, in the moment, redirect the player and say, look, that's not what we're doing.
That's not how you represent
Yeah.
what you got on your chest right now. Not.
Yeah.
That's not how you represent. That's not how we represent.
Yeah. And so, and so, yes, you're young adults and in the heat of the moment and their emotions, but even in that, you have to have some balance. You have to have what they call even keel, even in your frustration and your emotions, and respect the game and respect that we did not win. They earned it, and the protocol at the end of the game in college basketball is to shake hands. Now, in pros, it's optional, from my understanding. It's an optional thing. But in college basketball, in the high school level, middle school level, it is part of the expectation and requirement to a sport, the sports like conduct, respectful conduct at the end of the game is expected that you show respect to one another, whether win or lose. And so that's the rules of the game, the expectation, the protocol with it.
Yeah, it was definitely in poor choice. It was definitely in poor choice. So I just I wanted to address that and just and y'all, if y'all want to comment, let me know. But we can move on into some of the other good stuff that happened. I don't there UCLA Tennessee. There's not much more that I really have to say about that game. That was the biggest thing from the game. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is Audi Crooks. But go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about Tennessee. All I gotta say is that UCLA roster outnumber, outsize, out hustle, put pressure on them. They really put pressure on the guards and perimeter. They caused some turnovers. I think rebounding was great on UCLA end. But the biggest thing is this was a game where the platooning wasn't tuning. Let's make a note of that, right? The platooning wasn't tuning.
Do y'all have any other offensive play besides shoot the three?
Right.
See, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I can't even get to the platoon. If you can't shoot the three, what else y'all got? Because y'all got players on your team that should be able to take people off the dribble and get to the basket. I didn't see none of that happening. It was led by the three, died by the three, but it was also just it was mostly Janiah Barker today. I want to say Janiah finished with like 25. I don't know what everybody else did. Coach, you'll do scorers, but it seemed like it was a whole lot of Barker today. I don't know if that's the Tennessee way or if it just went that way because it was an emotional game. She was back. But if that was the case, then that was a poor. Then that makes the game look even crazier. Like we can't be at the game. We can't let the game play out in a personal revenge tour, especially if you can't lead us to the promised land. Now you on a revenge tour and we done lost.
I'm laughing because you didn't do
Like, did you have a blueprint or you didn't? Did you have a blueprint or you didn't? So I don't know. I thought that that game would be a lot different. Go ahead.
I mean, but that also shows you that, and I don't want to keep going in it, but I really respect this player's skill set and what she brought to the table. And that's I'm going back to Whitehorn in the senior in leadership, right?
Of course.
So Whitehorn. So that shows you the basketball leadership that in Whitehorn, what she had and the experience and how Whitehorn taking that. So I don't want to make this about Whitehorn, but I'm just showing how it seems like Tennessee is having a challenge.
1, 2, 3, go.
Redefining themselves from that, and then it's showing you how intricate or how important, how crucial that individual was to the team, to the system. That's all I want to point out. And so, and I just, even with the unfortunate departure of her, I still want to give that young lady credit for what she brought to the table, and kind of for that importance. So, and look forward in the future seeing her, seeing Whitehorn do some things positive on the court. So that's what I was really just kind of wanted to highlight for that moment.
Yeah, not for me. Yeah, why Ruby, wishing you the best, honey. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Here to
All right.
support you when you make your move back to the to basketball. Yeah, but at this point now, Kim, you've known now that Ruby's not coming through the door. So what's the
Right.
plan? And I'm looking at Kim Call. I am looking directly at Kim Caldwell, not nobody else. I'm looking at Kim because see, what's the move? What are we doing? You got the Paldos over there. You got Civil over there. You got Paul over there. You got Talaja over there. You got Janaya over there. What are you doing with the talent that's over there? You got Spearman over there, and then we just casted threes. Man, at one point, y'all press wasn't even effective.
Pressing wasn't even pressing, huh?
So I mean, what are we talking about? So like, what is the next? What is Plan B? What do we roll to next? What is that? And then I'm asking, who's the leader of Tennessee? Is it Talaja Cooper? Is Talaja Cooper the best player and the leader? Is she just the leader? Is she the best player? What's going on there?
You're gonna have to figure it out quick because you going into a.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Kim Caldwell was sitting at the press conference not saying anything. She didn't say anything. She looked confused.
I mean, it was a BTA today. It was. They had some moments where they, got within 10 points, but most of it
At
they
some
put it
point, you
on.
have to be able to roll your sleeves up and punch somebody back. Nobody punched back. Nobody. Tennessee, you supposed to be representing the SEC. Yeah, I'm not understanding. I'm not even understanding. I'm not understanding. And I'm not giving no passes, coach. I ain't got no passes for him. Gotta show up and be better. I mean, that's just I understand the loss is a loss, right? I get it. But
Right,
at the
right.
same time, you were supposed to show up better for this game. You were supposed to
He
show up
said,
better for this game.
it's how you did it, how you lost, right?
It's how you didn't fight back. It's how I didn't
Bad,
really
right.
see that. I didn't really see a I don't know. I never seen like it's us against the world, Tennessee against the world, Tennessee type basketball. It was like Janiyah Barker came out to fight, and then what everybody else gonna do? Well, let's figure it out or something. I don't know. The game had it had weird energy to me for Tennessee. It ended weird. It was just a weird day. It wasn't a good representation for Rocky Top for me. Tennessee really just left a bad taste in my mouth. And Kim, at this point, like I said, what the hell is Plan B? We'd have seen the platoon shit. That shit is on video. That shit is on tape. It's on video. It's on highlights. You know what I'm saying? It's in the cloud. It's on people's phones. The platoon it's out here. They know the platoon. People are
Right,
planning for the platoon. And they're
right,
picking out the
right,
weaknesses in your platoon.
right. That part.
They had Lauren Betts on Mia Paul, though.
Oh yeah.
And we Tennessee never took advantage of any of the mismatches that they had against UCLA ever. Every mismatch was a step back three. Let's go get three the old fashioned way. I'm so sick of just seeing people chucking up threes, bro. It's that boo. Y'all don't have them type of shooters. Yeah, boo, boo. I mean that, boo. If that is your plan, that's your plan when you step on the court, man. Sit down.
Right,
Boo, boo. If that's your game plan, boo on y'all, boo on you. That's whack. There's too much talent on that team for that just to be the only thing that y'all got. It's too much talent there for that to be the only thing y'all got. So Kim, get to the drawing table, whatever it is. But I need to see better. I definitely got to see better.
I mean, as they say down in the country down here, I can't argue with that. Proof is in the coaching.
Yeah. I mean, listen, okay, and let's talk about Iowa State. Iowa State beat Indiana. Listen,
It was a good game. Most of it. It was a good game.
let me tell y'all something. Audie Crooks took over. Big 12, y'all better be scared. What's the answer for Audie Crooks? Audie Crooks is finna drop. Audie Crooks is probably finna drop a 60 ball on somebody this season. She already was almost at a 50 ball on 19 shots made. Is Audie Crooks playing herself into a international player of the year talk, coach?
Yeah, definitely.
Man,
She keeps this up for sure, and they're running great offensive sets for Audi. If you pay attention, they changed some sets from last, which you do, but they're running it that fits and puts her in a position to do that. So yes, definitely putting herself in player of the year contention and continue, and especially continue to live Iowa State. Um, in the Big 12, it's no way you can't give that a strong consideration. I'm an Audi Crooks fan, you know, I am, and a fan in the sense of I like the hard work, I like the footwork in post, and just she has a pre-game ritual she does, spending time with her and her dad, spiritual. They talk about that, and just all that stuff. Just a great young lady, and so I'm excited. I'm excited about the season for Audi Crooks this 2025-26 season. I am. And, and you got a guard that knows where to put the ball, how to place the ball. That's what makes a difference when you have a guard that wants to place the ball in your hands and knows how to get it to you. So
Audie Crooks was 19 to 25, 9-11 from free throw. She had 47 points in 33 minutes. Now, she ain't rebounding the ball now. You got to pick your poison. Now Audie, listen.
I ain't
Audie, now, we ain't gonna take the joke too far. Now, okay? We ain't taking the joke too far like that now, okay? You pick what you want me to do now. Addie get the rebounds, and Addie got the rebounds. So they figured it out. Addie Brown, double. And you'll get into that, but that ain't what Audie doing. Audie gave about 4 rebounds.
Right.
2 assists, okay?
Right.
But she gave you 47 points. And it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a blowout.
No,
they beat Indiana by 11. Indiana's not a bad team. Indiana came in 7-zip. I mean,
yep.
7-0. Hey, Shay, hey, what's going on, fam? Can Audie keep this up?
I think they're good. That's why they play zone defense or a zone matchup zone,
Here's
so
the
they
thing.
can
This is what I need
keep her in the game.
Oh, and this is what I need for people to understand. Audie and Jada gave you a solid 70. They gave you 70 points between them. 70. Between Jada, Audie, and Addie, they got 87 points.
That's
87 points.
That's about 80% of your scoring or more, a little bit higher. Because they had 106. It's like 85.
They only got 10 points off the bench, okay? They only got 10 points off the bench. There ain't a lot coming off the bench, okay? It ain't a lot. It's not a lot coming off the bench in this game. 87 points, nasty work.
Yep.
47 points in 33 minutes on 25 shots. Efficient. Audie Crooks missed 6 shots today. Audie Crooks is averaging 25.6 rebounds, 2 assists. She's shooting 74% from the floor. 1 block, 2 assists. Did I say 2 assists? I'll make sure I said that. Yep. In 8 games, she's averaging 24 points in about 24 minutes. That's the type of productivity that you have to be able to have out of Audie. If she's only gonna be able to give you 24 minutes. Now, what I noticed by Jada coming in this year, Audie's been able to take her minutes down to the lowest that she's played in college basketball. She's averaging the lowest amount of minutes that she's played in college basketball. That may be good. But her productivity that went up. Less minutes, more points. Less minutes, more points. It don't usually work like that, coach. But that's what I'm saying. 24 minutes, 24 points versus 26 minutes, 19 points.
I mean, it helps when you have.
So is the trade-off worth it for what you lose in rebounds, which is about 3 rebounds? 3 rebounds, we'll say. Well, no, I won't even say that. She's averaging 6. In the last 2 seasons, she's averaging like 7.5, 7.8. Is the trade-off to the points in the points worth it? Right? In the minute shift.
I mean,
it's the effective way to use Audi Crooks.
I mean, you want the highest offensive production you get from them, so you're going to try to find it in different positions and talk to people to get the rebound. So if it's a 3 or 4, you can find a way to maneuver around and put the responsibility on, 2 and 3 other players to say, this is what we're focusing on. So yeah, I think it's worth it because to win games, you need to have the most points at the end of the game. And this is a lady that is offensively talented in her position. So you want to get her as much touches as you can as far as running the offense. Remember, every touch is not a shot. Every touch is letting the offense run through Audi, so we can get the team going. And so definitely, I think in this particular, and you look in how they compose, how the team is composed and how it's organized and how Finley runs it. I think that's your best option is to have a trade off for more points and fewer rebounds to put your team in a position to be successful at the end of the game. So I think that's a good, to me, yes, per my core view, that's a good move.
Okay. What was my other question? Hey, who's stopping Audi Crooks? Anybody?
Jesus, no. I think TCU will be their test, right? And let's be honest, right? Because just the size across the board. So
Hey. 6'7". Hey, 6'7", you can catch Hey, 6'7", you can catch a ride. You can catch a ride to the hoop. Who you stopping?
Right. No, I'm just saying. I think as far as
hey, cause see, Audi, that's when you go to the body. That's when you go to.
Right.
That's when now. Do you want to bang for real? Do we really want to bang? Bobby Matai, what's up? Does anybody in the Big 12 really want to bang with Audi?
No, I don't think so.
Don't look like it.
So.
It don't look like it.
I really don't. I mean, I don't think so. It doesn't seem like, but I'm just saying, as far as parity in height, I just like to see how they go about the matchup. So that's why I mentioned TCU. TCU.
So parity in height. Okay, so you say the parity in height. So then that game comes down to can Jada check Olivia?
I mean, can
Olivia check Jada?
No, she don't play no defense.
So this is gonna be an interesting matchup. This TCU, we circle this one.
Right. I haven't seen. I haven't seen Olivia Miles. I went and glanced at a few TCU and just interested to see if there was any inspiration in defense for Olivia Miles. I haven't seen any change from what
nothing really jumped out.
Yeah.
Nothing jumped out at you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm saying maybe since she, was a place where she'd rather be this season, maybe it'd be a little more, pep in the step on defense. But yeah, nothing. Not yet.
Okay, nothing jumping out. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, coach. I mean, we can only talk about what's really there.
Right. Oh man.
What's your coach?
Nah, I'm thinking Marcus put some football, and I got my trying to stay in
Broncos 27, Commanders 26.
I'm trying to stay in second place. You know.
He tried for the 2-point conversion and couldn't get it.
Oh
Shoot.
wow! Instead of just tying it
That's
up.
rough. That's rough. That's
Uh,
rough. Uh, I want to shine a little light on Florida State, even though they took the L today.
yeah, yeah.
I want to say I think they made like 19 threes. Now, Chavez had like 29. She almost dropped a 30 ball.
Uh-huh.
But shout out to Florida State for making 19 threes. But at the same time, do you know how defeated you have to feel when you shoot 19 threes and still lose by 18?
um, you gotta keep somebody from scoring 100, so it's called defense too. So
I hear you. So this is the question. Somebody told me that Oklahoma got the deepest offense in the country. Y'all tell me, do y'all agree or is that cap? What's up, Lisa Pugh? Does Oklahoma have the deepest offense in the country? Agree or cap? Agree or cap? Put it in the chat. Agree or cap? Put it in the chat. Okay. Okay. Now, the second thing is they told me that Chavez is already a top 5 freshman in the country. Agree or cap? Put it in the chat. Agree or cap? Put it in the chat. That's all I'm at, y'all. Agree or cap? Put it in the chat. But coach, well, I probably should let you do the score reverse. Well, I probably know most of them.
No, we good. Did you want me to answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can answer them 2 questions. Then we'll do score reverse.
Yeah,
Does
I'm
Oklahoma
gonna
have the
have to go.
deepest offense in the country? And is
These
Chavez
offensive.
already a top 5
Well,
national
I'm gonna
top
go
5?
cap because I'm gonna have to go cap as far as the defensive offense in the country. Do I think they have the offensive potential? Yes. Well, I'm saying that because depending on who they're playing, they can't produce. They come up against a
What?
very and they
You
show
say
that
you see?
against you.
Okay, I see some caps coming in. You say you see potential. What potential? What is the where?
Well, because yeah.
Describe what the offense would look like if it was what you think it is. What you think it
Well,
could
what
be.
I was thinking is that it really, if they knew how to establish an inside-out game between with Beers and Chavez, then that will open up. Then you have some other shooters that are open that are catch and shoot. That means that
Mhm.
catch and shoot means that they they need a decoy. When you have a catch and shoot shooter, meaning you need some decoy on the opposite side where it pulls your defender away from you and gives you about 2 to 3 seconds to shoot. That's what a catch and shoot means,
Okay.
right? And so,
Mhm.
in order to have effective catch and shoot, you have to have some attention in the post. And so, let me, as the country folks say, let me cut across the field here and get to the main point. So that's where the potential is if they can establish a consistent inside out in the post and get Reagan Beers, you call it, inserted on the scoreboard and become a concern for the opponent early. Now you open up what we call your shooting lanes and your slashing lanes, and then you have the potential. But right now, I got to call cap because when they play certain teams, they struggle. So I got to call cap on that. And give me the second one again, so I make
Aaliyah
sure
Chavez,
I answer
Aaliyah Chavez already a top
top five.
5 freshman nationally.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go cap because I don't see where she's committed to uh, defense. She gets a foul trouble because it's the habits from the past, or gets herself in the jam because scrambling or trying to take what we call the easy route of defense, or I call it glamorous defense. Hey, it looks like I'm playing defense. So um, she got to become a two-way player, defense and offense, for me to do that. I don't see that there right now. It's early in the season, so I got to go cap on that because I know, I won't speak for others, but it seems to me Chavez that what she always has been, even in high school, is more offensive focused and minded. So to me, to be a top 5, you need to be able to play both ways, unless they're just going by score. Cap cap on that.
All right, agree or cap? Okay, put it in the chat. Go ahead, coach. Let's get score reverse out the way.
Okay, here we go. We got Sunday Fun Day scorers of today's games. And so we're looking at the winners. We're going to go by the top 25 teams that played, and then we'll do the scorers for the winning team of those games. Let's go over to number 11, Iowa against Fairfield. Number 11, Iowa, 86 points. Fairfield Stags out of Connecticut, 72, and Fairfield gave everything that Iowa. I mean, the coach was hot, like fresh fish grease off the forehead. But anyhow, that's how I say it. We're gonna go over to the win scorers for the winning Iowa Hawkeyes. Heather Stokey, 13 points. Ava Hayden, 18 to 16, double club. Taylor McKay, 13 points. Kylie Furabach, 17. And that's your double-digit scorers for the winning Iowa Hawkeyes. We go over to number 10, Iowa State. Those Cyclones, 106 points. Those Indiana Hoosiers, uh, are at 95 points. Indiana Hoosiers at 7-1 now, and Iowa State is at 9-0 in their record, and they're sitting at 10 in the nation. Let's go over to the scorers for the winning Iowa State Cyclones. Addie Brown, 17 and 10, double club. Audi Crooks, 47 points. Jada Williams, 23 points and 11 assists, double club. And that is your big three double-digit scorers for the winning Iowa State Cyclones. Let's go over to UConn, 104. I repeat, number one in the nation, UConn Huskies, 104. Xavier Musketeers, 39. Let's go over to the winning UConn Huskies. Sarah Strong, 14. And I saw Sarah strip the ball strong from somebody at the top of the key first half. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, Sarah Williams, 10 points. Avy Fudd, 12. And just that beautiful stroke. Ashley Shane was trying to run around like Paige Buckets, 14. She was emulating. She was dialing in some PG. And there, Katie Heckle, 10 points. Allie Zeibel, 16 points. And there is your double-digit scorers for the winning UConn Huskies. Let's go over to the Baylor Bears, number 15 in the country, 76 points. Grambling State Lake Tigers at 35 points, and Baylor's at 7-1, and Grambling drops to 1-7. Let's go over to the winning teams scorers of that game. That is for the Baylor Bears. You got Talia Scott, 17 points. Bella Fauntleroy, 11 points. Little Paige Buggs, 10 and 16. Double club. And that is your big three double-digit scorers for the winning Baylor Bears, sitting at number 15 in the nation. Let me go backtrack here to Bellarmine, 37, and the Bellarmine Knights, 37. Louisville Cardinals, 23 in the nation with 100 points, 100-37, sitting at number 23. Let's go over to the Louisville Cards, the winning, the double-digit scorers for the winning Louisville Cards here. We have Roberts at 12 points, Raina Scott with 13, and Amari Berry with 14, Rebecca Graves with 10, and that is the double-digit scorers for the Louisville Cardinals. Also, shout out to home product of Anaya Hardy with 10 rebounds, double-digit performance. Just want to shout that out. I know that is a student athlete from Auntie's Way, if that is correct, if I remember that correctly. Somebody help me out there. And we're going to move on to some more scorers of that game. We got number 3, UCLA, 99, number 14, Tennessee, 77. Tennessee Vols sitting at 5-2 after the day. And number 3, UCLA sitting at 8-1. Let's go over to the winning teams. Scorers and Bruins are the winning team. Their scorers of this game. Gabriella Hopkins, 29 points. Gianna Nipkins, 19. Kiki Rice. Kiki was hooping 20 and 11. 20 and 11. Double double club. And Dugalich with 14. That is your double digit scorers for the winning UCLA Bruins and that game. Oh, we got 2 more ranked teams left that play on later on in this afternoon. Let's go over to Michigan State 76. They're ranked number 20 in the nation. 70. Michigan State, 72. Spartans 72. They're sitting at 8-0 after today. And the Clemson Tigers 5-3 after their loss, 64 points. So they did put up a fight, but they couldn't get the job done. Congratulations to the Spartans. Let's go over to the scorers of the winning Spartans. Let's go. Grace Van Sloot with 15. Rashonda Jones with 16. Kennedy Blair with 22 and 12. Double club. And that is your double digit scorers for the Michigan State winning Spartans. Congratulations to them. And last but not least, one of the later afternoon games today was number 9 Oklahoma State and 109 against Florida State Seminoles. 91 points. Oklahoma Sooners sitting at number 9 in the nation, and they have the victory on today. We're going to do the what? The double-digit scorers of the winning Oklahoma Sooners. Hey, Boomer Sooners. Sahara Williams, 16-14, double club. And we have Reagan Beers, 14-11, double club. And we go over to Leah Chavez, 29 points, Peyton Barrowhurst, 12, Zion Van with 15, and Smith with 12 points. That is your double-digit scorers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. Double-digit scorers for the winning Oklahoma Boomer Sooners. We want to say congratulations to all the double-digit scorers of today's game. This is brought to you by Wanda's Wigs. Wanda's Wigs, no bust down. Get you a little handful of wings. Mondo's Wonton, hold the olives. Double-digit scorers of all these games. Congratulations. Back to you, Auntie. I'm thirsty.
All right, y'all. So
breaking news.
WNBA and the Union, they have agreed to a 40-day extension. 40 days. I think Marcus was also trying to break the news in the chat through January 9th, 2026. But either party can terminate the extension with 48 hours notice. Just cancel it if you need to. So, I'm surprised to see them give the extension because it was looking like it wasn't headed to an extension. So, they made it just in time to get the extension done. It looks like so. They're going to continue to negotiate, but they didn't already said, listen, the Players Association has said they haven't seen anything that looked like what it is that they're asking for. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. But as it stands right now, 40 more days, 40 more nights, something like that.
That's it.
They are still very far apart on getting to an agreement. So this 6-week extension is going to be, I'm surprised that they got to the 6-week extension because it was like earlier today, the league was like, can we get 21 days? And the players was like, y'all got about 24 hours. Okay. Y'all got about straight up. Straight up.
Look like that, nigga. Like that. I can hear him. Nigga.
The union proposed a 6-week extension after initially discussing a 24-hour extension. It was like 20 more days. They were like 3 more weeks. Me, I got about 24 more hours. Me, I need to kind of figure this out. Like, I mean, do it or don't. But so second extension in these negotiations. So we will definitely be keeping our eye on this situation. Again, they I think proposed up to like I think I think they offered over like 1.1 million or something as a top salary. I know the players want to get rid of the salary cap. The players want to, they want to
they I agree with that. If you're gonna respect the pros, you gotta. Yep, that's the next step.
Well, because the thing is that the offers that they're making to the players don't, like they said, it doesn't still really respect them. It doesn't respect them as the product and for what it is that they what they bring to the sport. Like it should grow as the business grows and as sufficiently as the business grows. Can we get 21 days? I mean, I got 24 hours, bro. What time is it? What time is it, bro? I'm gonna hit you.
They did the LMA. They like shot clock.
They was like T minus 24. T minus 24. T minus 24. And if you don't know that, wheels up in 24 hours.
Yeah, you got
wheels up, baby.
4 seconds on the shot clock.
24 hours, buddy. So, but I will say that, and I know we didn't come up here to really talk about this, but since this news broke, why not? I am proud of the players for standing like, hey man, we ain't folding. What you mean? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Until we talking about revenues, percentages, basketball related income, we're not talking about much. We're not talking about. Matter of fact, we ain't talking about nothing until we get to talking about on those terms. We might as well stop talking. And if that's what y'all gonna keep saying, we might as well get this over with in 24 hours. Y'all need to figure out something different to say than that. They have to come with the proposal that is responsive and respectable to these women and the product that they put on the floor. Right. And the speed at which it's growing.
So I think it's with the revenue sharing and the merchandise, it's just a slew of things and conditions. And you gotta have some uniformity as far as franchise provider. Each franchise.
I'm sorry, I don't even mean to interrupt you, Coach. But see, this is why I don't read articles. This is why I stay out the articles. Because see, I'm in the article. I'm in this article, and this is the thing. Nobody in global in the global earth. Nobody on this global earth in this December 1st day of 2025, and maybe still November 30th of 2025, where you at? Nobody on the face of this global earth has the right to be talking about we ain't did something due to the pandemic. Man, get the fuck out of here. But listen, nobody, no, listen, that doesn't fly no more, bro.
Right. It's 2025.
Ain't nobody still be talking about, you know what, due to the pandemic? But stop it.
Well, we going into 20. Look, we leaving 2025. We leaving 2025.
Bruh, we brought the pandemic in with 2020. Y'all made the Golden State voucher is valuated at $50 million this year due to the pandemic. Stop it. Stop it. That's disrespectful and disingenuous. Stop it. The article say
55
agreement. Yeah, they 550 million, I think.
550 million. Okay.
And they bought into the dub, I think, at 50 million, and now their valuation is like $550 million or something. Here's the statement. The current agreement, this is the ESPN article, because y'all know I be on my articles. The current agreement also has a separate revenue sharing provision that grants direct payments to players if the league hits certain revenue targets. This has yet to happen, largely due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Cut that shit out now. How much money did y'all make after the pandemic? Y'all made money in the pandemic. They went to work in the pandemic. They went down to the bubble.
And I know y'all got PPP.
Bruh. WNBA, be ashamed of yourself, man. You know what? Due to the pandemic, we just still ain't able to figure out what we owe y'all due to the pandemic.
You ain't got a lot of credit. You ain't got a lot of credit.
This why these women got to stand on business about that, because it's that type of disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's a dismissive slap in the face.
Just plain in your face.
Due to COVID. Due to COVID. Hold on. I ain't even hear about the COVID money. I got here in 2022. So what happened from 2022 till now? I don't want to hear shit about the COVID. Talk to me about when I got here. Talk to me about when I got here. What? See, I'm post COVID over here. You see what I'm saying? They on some foolishness. They on some straight foolishness. But we are here for it. I think I had a couple more games I really was supposed to talk about, y'all. But that news right there took me out, and then the COVID-19, but for real, that is weird. That's just weird energy right there. But hey, breaking news. What can I say? Man, don't. That's what you want me. Okay, I will for the NBA, for the WNBA. Might as well. Why not, man?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Yeah. Y'all be on that bull.
Just be on that bull jump, bro. The COVID-19, bro. Y'all on that bull jump, bro.
Yeah, that bull jump. C-19. That is so like we almost 6 years removed. Whew, man.
Bro,
that's the word. That's a bad lie.
That's just I don't even care. That's just I don't give a damn what you talking about. I stole your money. Don't worry about it. I took
straight up in my face. Right.
That's just I just deboed your money. Man, COVID due to the pandemic. What? Man, go on, little knucklehead, due to the pandemic. Bro, y'all ridiculous.
Right. Go on. That's what we said. That's what it is. Man, that's crazy. That's nasty work.
We got some games coming up this week too. Let me tell y'all something though. This is what I wanted to tell y'all. So I've been going back and forth, figuring out who are my phenomenal freshmen. Who are my phenomenal freshmen?
Phenomenally.
My phenomenal freshmen for this year. I got my super sophomores. I got my juniors that I'm still watching. But I've been having a time coming up with my freshmen. Okay, my phenomenal freshmen. You said Baylor was gonna win that pandemic year. They was D1 teams.
It was 3 years of pandemic technically. So what year are you referring to?
Yeah, because if you talking about that 1 year where they shut it down, I don't think Baylor was gonna be a part of that. Oregon and South Carolina was on a collision course.
Yeah,
but I don't know. You let me know which pandemic you talking about. No. Good. I appreciate it. We'll never know, so we can't really argue. But I'll disagree. Chat, y'all let me know. 2020, I thought South Carolina and Oregon was headed on a collision course. Did y'all have Baylor winning? Let me know. Y'all let me know. But I want to talk about my phenomenal freshmen. So, of course, at the top of my list, Agot McKeer and Isla McDowell. From here on out, I'm going to be announcing my phenomenal freshmen. I think I already dropped a video on Jazzy Davison. I've been dropped the video on Jada Civil. I've been dropped the video on Paul though. It's a couple videos that I owe y'all, and I'm gonna introduce these players one at a time. So the first one that I'm gonna introduce is gonna be Kashi Luna, Destiny Luna, NC State, number 7. Phenomenal freshman. Okay. Made Cess Talk Sports phenomenal freshman list. Be on the lookout for a drop from me about her. If you don't know
She
who she is,
said,
please go. If you don't know who she is, please go look her up. Number 7, NC State, Kai Shi. Like Kyrie,
yeah.
Kai Shi. Okay?
Yeah.
Look her up. She had the bandana on. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Solid. No, it's solid. Young lady is
Uh,
solid.
More than solid. Kid special. Y'all go check it out. I went back and went down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna drop a video. She's a phenomenal freshman. Somebody asked me earlier today who was on another team that looked like a game Kashi. It's 8 of them on the list. I may add 2 more. I'm thinking about them. I got 2 other names that I will drop videos on this week. But as of right now, be on the lookout for Kashi. That's the phenomenal freshman I'm announcing today. Baylor was gonna win. 2020. No, South Carolina was nice too that year. Yeah, I think we was more than nice. I think you agree. Nobody had Baylor winning. Yeah, I didn't. That was it was like Baylor. I was like the pandemic. I was like, wait a minute, where was I? I was South Carolina, Oregon.
Right.
You sit up in your chair and grab your head like, no, it was South Carolina and Oregon. Let me see. No, was it? I don't. Who was that? Who was at Baylor? Remind us who was at Baylor. And they was Deboing people. Remind us who they had Debo. Who was at Baylor and who did they Debo that year? Because we are misremembering over here. It sounded like revisionist history to Gamecock. But let me see. I don't remember I don't remember Baylor being favored to win.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I'm like, ooh.
Did you go back? You went back. You got to remind us who that was. Bless his man. Let us know. Let us know who that was. Because I genuinely don't remember. I just remember being so disappointed because we was going to unalive Sabrina and them.
Oh yeah, they was about to catch that business.
Ooh. Get this work, buddy. Get this work. Oh my gosh. I'm like, hey,
because Oregon didn't have no D. That was all offense.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all up. Sometimes I miss the pandemic. Yep, sometimes I miss the lockdown. Sometimes I do. Okay. It kept a lot of foolishness down. It was easier to protect your peace in the lockdown. It just was. It was easier to protect your peace in the lockdown.
So
what?
So Kim Mulkey was still the 2020, 2021 roster. That's what they talk about, or 2019, 2020.
Going into the pandemic, it would have been 1920.
1920. Okay.
Because it would have been March 20.
March 20.
Yeah, see.
Okay. So I think Melissa was still there. Dee Richards. Tia Cooper. She had a game.
Oh yeah, we definitely was crushing them.
Yeah. Queen Egbu. Queen was still there.
It don't matter. Tia was a former Gamecock. They don't beat Don. It was a wrap.
Aaron did the center was a grad student. Aaron did great. Caitlin Bickle, Ford, shoot, sophomore, had a little shot. Yeah, I don't know about that one player. Who said Baylor?
Yeah. You said you too, Key High Life? Yeah, I felt like when the pandemic hit, I was like, what? Mind your business? Bro, I've been training for this my whole life. Just mind my business? Bro, stay out people's face. Been training for it my whole life. I was ready for it. Ty and Kiki was going to put on a defensive masterpiece that game. Masterclass. Hell. What is the feedback about Barker not shaking UCLA head coach's hand? So here's the thing. I'm not going to go back and forth about if she shook her hand or not. Because she said she shook her hand. I didn't like the handshake. And I didn't like the energy around the handshake. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm not going to just single out Janiah Barker. in this situation. Because Janiah Barker ain't the only one that didn't shake hands. And I mean that. So and I'm wondering why ain't nobody calling out the rest. See, it was all on video. It was all on video. So I'm wondering why they're not talking about everything that happened. Right? I don't know. Why wouldn't you just tell the whole truth? Okay, but this okay, because it takes us Talk Sports to tell y'all. It take me. So I may have to cut this part out. They may try to copyright me on this one, but let me see if I can. I think I got it. I think I have made a point to get this thing so y'all can see it. All right. So let me back up. Let's back up. All right. Let me share my screen. Now, let's watch closely. We don't need no sound. Let's watch closely. All right. Let's go. Okay, we're coming off the court. Okay, now, that's Corey. Bam. Somebody didn't shake a hand right there. Did y'all see that first person? Bam. Somebody else didn't shake a hand. Did y'all see two people not shake hands? Now we get to Janiah. See what I'm saying? I want to be clear. I want to be clear. Now, if we're gonna talk about Janiah, let's talk about everybody. She wasn't the only one that didn't shake hands. Let's watch again. Ain't no coaches check nothing though. No coaches check nothing. Are y'all watching? That's unacceptable. Think about if a Gamecock tried to do that. Pat Summitt wouldn't allow that in no Tennessee Orange. Am I tripping? Call everybody name. Don't just point her out. And what was y'all problem? What was y'all problem with Corey? You just mad? You just in your feelings? Y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Let's talk about it for real. You mad? You in your feelings? Ain't no way in hell. Pat Summitt wouldn't stand for this at Rocky Top. And I'm not going to argue whether she shook the lady hand and snatched away or half shook it or didn't want to shake it or the lady wanted to hug her. I don't know what people thought took place, but it wasn't a good look for basketball. And it ain't no place for that. And it ain't no way me as an adult would allow another young adult to do that in my presence and not check it in the moment. Hey, hold on. That's not what we do here. I didn't even see another coach lean in and say, hey, Corey, my bad. That was bad on them. We lost anything. I didn't see any of that. That was 3 players that didn't shake hands. So I'm not going to just talk about Janiah Barker. I'm going to talk about all of them. What does that say about you as a coaching staff?
I mean, culture.
And then for Corey Close to sit in the presser and then they asked her about Janiah Barker. She gave the most classiest answer she could give. And people will say, these kids, but it ain't these kids. It was the grown-ups behind them. It was the grown-ups behind them. But what do I know? I'm just on YouTube. Everything. I'm just on YouTube. So let's talk about it. No, drip would never allow it. Pat Summitt would never. It's just bad for basketball. It's not a good look. And I'm not gonna get into, does it change her stock? Does it make her look this way? Does it that? I'm not gonna get into none of that. It was a bad look. Is that why UCLA had the mass exodus? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know when you say, is that why UCLA had the mass exodus? What do you mean? Because that was Tennessee that just acted a fool. So I don't know where you're going with that one, Doc. You have to guide me back to that one.
Right. Yeah, that confused me. Confused me for a second.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. And I'm not. Yeah, I know I'm not a Corey Close fan or a UCLA fan. It's just some places it's just in bad taste, and in some places, and in some things are just not a good look for the profession, for the sisterhood of basketball as a whole. It just wasn't a good look. But
I mean, moving the game forward. I mean, you want to move women's basketball game forward. Women, the game, the platform. And so, um, you and I already talked about it, so I'm not going to go down that road. But then you got a question. But one thing that did pop up is got a question. What is that culture? That coaching if there because there were some coaching staff around and I got a great review and it wasn't addressed in the moment. So now we got to go back and address the supervising adult coaches. What is that? What is the culture? What is the message that you sending? And you can't give me, oh, I didn't see it. It was in the moment of everybody saw it. It's on national TV. So it's going to be interesting how the coaching staff
here's the
manages
thing,
this, and it's going
and
to
it's,
have to be
it's funny that
addressed.
you said that. It's funny that you said that because Janiyah Barker was at the presser. She was at the presser with Kim. Janiyah Barker
Right,
said it wasn't personal. Yes, it was. I could tell it was personal the way you came in, and it couldn't be nothing but personal. The way you handled it at the end that wasn't personal. What was
right.
it?
So
And
I
sometimes we
still
got to
think
just
there
be
needs
able
to
to.
be.
Sometimes we just got to be able to own those moments. But I'm gonna say something else that I saw in that presser that made me be like, "Oh, Kim, I see how you get down. I understand what your spiel is to these kids now." Because what she said was, uh, most if a freshman gets to play 4 minutes in a game, they win it. But here you're gonna get to play. Here our freshmen get in. They get to play. So that's what you selling the kids. That's what you come here for because you're gonna get to play. Are you getting developed? Are you being taught the right way?
We just try to get the best talent. So I want to go back to this. So when I've had a situation like that in my 20 years of coaching, there's times where I don't care if it was a starter, a
Hold on.
snap.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Coach, did you just transform your glasses on us right quick?
I did.
Okay. It was more than meets the eye. Go ahead.
I did. I had flipped in.
Yeah, you did something. I was like, hold on. Okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it threw me off for a second. Like, hold up. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
I said, so, and I'm not saying to do this, but there has to be some consequences so they can learn the life lesson and it helps them mature. And so there were some times where I had hard decisions as a coach where I didn't suspend a player a whole game. And I said, hey, you will not play the first quarter or the second quarter because because your choices and decisions have consequences and it impacts more than you, but it impacts your team. And so I would do that. And then there was times where when I was out of pocket, and there was places where I suspend myself for a game. I did that the game to get the point across. When we made poor choices, I can't be with you with a game because I could have responded better. I did not handle that well as a supervisor. So there was times where my administration had asked me, I said, you know what, I messed that up. I did not handle that how you expect me to. So I'm going to remove myself from a game, and assistant coach is going to coach. And this is guys on the truth. I've done that because I have to teach. I have to teach by what I do and not just what I say, if that makes sense. And so I'm not saying every coach be like me, but I'm saying what happened, there was more deeper respect and a deeper relationship made because I was willing to even hold my behavior accountable because it was not acceptable as the coach and the head coach responsible for the program. And so that's just the highs and lows of it when you get caught in an emotion of it. So
I don't know. You know,
I'm laughing at Lisa P. I'm sorry.
he got them day and night ones. You got to switch his lenses. Nothing is gonna happen. It's been so much Twitter chatter about it. It'll be interesting to see if they address it now. I mean, here's the thing: you didn't say nothing at that moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Say something now. Okay.
Right. And the thing is, Auntie, that's not a little thing. That's about character. That's about the way your process and character. So there is a life skill that needs to be taught. I'm not trying to drag this out, but it's a whole deeper dynamic there that in a learning opportunity that you can miss out there. Let me grab this chart. That's where I'm going with it. And so this is when you use basketball to teach life skills. When you use sport to say, hey, this is how we become responsible adults. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So I mean, I saw Doc brought it back up, so I wanted to address that because I don't want it to just be that it was Janiah Barker. It was not just Janiah Barker. It was
right.
three
That's
Tennessee
correct.
players. It was three Tennessee players that did not shake hands. And for the life of me, what was y'all mad about? Did they play for Corey? Somebody have to tell me, help me understand.
They was just holding her down.
Yeah, I watched both the post game pressers. I watched Corey and and Kim talk. I did. But that, I mean, Coach, let's go ahead. I mean, I think we got a couple pick'ems for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is Marvelous Monday, and what it is showing, what the game index is showing us here is, I just go, somebody teased me about it, so I just went with the name. I love it. Oh, we got two ranked teams playing tomorrow. That's all we have on Marvelous Monday. So it's no Monday Mania, but just a little splash of class. Um, there. So we have, and we lucky we got two pickups. I give it. You pick 'em. Are you ready for some pickups? Here we go. We got Villanova, the chosen team of this season to give UConn his run for his money. He's playing number 21, West Virginia, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be played in Morgantown, West Virginia. Mountaineers sitting at number 21, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Who do you have? Do you have Villanova or West Virginia Mountaineers? I give them to you. Pick them. Fire up your chat with your pick them. 1, 2, 3. Get loose. Why you- Oh man, no, because it's the big lease. That's why I laughed about Villanova. They bounced back between like Villanova, Creighton, and sometimes Georgetown. Very little Georgetown. So that's why I laugh because it's who can come within 20-point loss of UConn over there. That's all it is. That's all it is. Shade up. Shade up. Thanks for. Did I answer your question? Was that what you asked me? Did I answer that? So West Virginia or Villanova. Now we're going to move on to the Washington Huskies. 22 in the nation, 9 p.m. Eastern time game. They're playing at home in the Edmondson Pavilion against San Jose State. San Jose State coming in 0-5, and Washington Huskies 7-0. You got Sellers. I was in Howell over there making some noise early for the start Big Ten play. That is Washington and San Jose State, 9 p.m. So those are two games. Let's go back 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Villanova, number 21, West Virginia Mountaineers. And at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, played in Seattle in a home game for Washington Huskies, number 22, Washington Huskies and San Jose State. We got to knock out. I'm not going to keep you up any longer because I know it's probably been a long feast week and an extension of your holiday. You got West Virginia. Shay Dove got West Virginia over Villanova and Washington over San Jose State. Appreciate you participating. You get a basketball hoop sticker, the virtual sticker that is. Go, Shay. Just making it fun. Soon here. So on that note, I'm all pick them down. The two pick them, they're not exciting, but hey, they're still ranked teams. And so on that note, ain't we lucky we have them pick'ems? I hope all your pick'ems come true. My friends, it's good to be back. This has been brought to you by Ray's Rib, Ray's Ribs and Chicken Chat on the corner of 4th and Main. To you, ain't we lucky we got the pick'ems? May your pick'ems come true. Back to you, Auntie.
You are hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
The cough wasn't real. It was a joke, Shay Dub. But me and Shay Dub and I, we had a great pick'ems conversation.
Now, if folks on me looking for personal pick'ems, it's hilarious, bro. But y'all, listen, it's been a great week of hoops. Another great week of hoops coming up. Now, I mean, we got the games coming up on Monday, but it's that Wednesday game. Wednesday, we got a doubleheader. Oklahoma at NC State, Tennessee at Stanford. We're gonna be live for that, and then we play Thursday, I think, before. So we gonna get the SEC ACC action tipped off this week. We're gonna be ramping up to that with some games here and there. I think USC plays West Virginia, Washington, a couple games here and there on Monday and Tuesday, but we building up for Thursday when the game. Cox is back to work. Hey, and back on our mission. But yeah, we get ready to get out of here. Appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Coach, give us something positive to get out of here.
Man, we hope everyone has had a great holiday week. If that's what you observed Thanksgiving, been grateful and thankful. And it's been a great feast week, feasting on nothing but the best in women college hoops. We thank you for without you, there is no us. Be great in your preparation, become excellent in your performance, champion mentality. Change this world with one random act of kindness at a time. Most importantly, start with being kind to yourself first. Do me a favor, be the change that you want to see, because you know what? You can change anything you want when you put your mind to it. Get in your bag and expand your bag. Hey, I see you. I believe in you. You need to see you and believe in you because you are the best. Spread in this crazy worldwide world of shorts we call love. Spread love. More love is what we need, and the greatest love of all starts within you. Hey, you get a little tired, get a little frustrated trying to make it happen and be the greatest you can be. Tie not, hang on, keep on moving, don't stop, don't you give up, keep on moving. You got this, you can do this. But most importantly, you were made for this. We got some Monday Women College Hoops lights coming your way. Let's get it. Let's get it. Marvelous Monday to you, who's already Monday. Women's College Hoops, Cess Talk Sports, nothing but the best in sports talk.
Y'all know we got Now With the Sound Off coming Monday. Be on the lookout until next time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. That's Coach Coleman. Cess Talk Sports, lay y'all to life. We out.